Hey guys, Jingrays here. So we are going to be talking about the sandwich technique or sandwich method for reading manga, and we're going to do it where you can actually see what we are talking about and go through the motions of what it actually is, so you can kind of associate with it, I guess. So anyway, got a plate here. So the first thing on this that we're making for the sandwich method, well, we're just going to start with a piece of bread. Now, obviously, it can be whatever kind of bread, it's just bread. So, anyway, with this, with the bread, it's a series that you read that's reliable. Usually, it's fairly long, probably like more than 20 volumes or so, 25 volumes. It's the thing that's kind of your stability. You always know that it'll be there. It holds in the rest of the stuff. It's something that you can read and kind of, like I said before, it can be reliable for you when you're reading. And I did pull out some manga. It's 5 manga that I have right now that I'm reading. I just kind of arranged them in an order for me. So for me, the bread right now is One Piece. Like I said, it's a long series. It's been out forever. I really enjoy it. It's one of those that I try to make sure that I'm up to date on and everything. And it's like I said, it's that one that's reliable for me. I always know, hey, this month I'm going to have the next volume of One Piece to read or so. I'm always going to have something like that. Naruto, when I first started doing the bread and everything, Naruto, Bleach were kind of part of that, and now they're out. So now it's more so One Piece and case closed for me. So the next one on our list is meat. So, and some guys, some of your stuff's you always put protein on a sandwich. It doesn't have to exactly be all vegetables. It could be. Just kind of depends on the reader you are. So anyway, this is just a little package of meat that I bought at the store for this video. Um, so anyway, but like that, it's got substance. It's something that you enjoy, something you want to read, and something that's coming out um, fairly often, probably like once or twice a year. But it's something that whenever you read it, you're just like, oh wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe that I'm reading this volume. It's so good. I'm really enjoying it. It's spectacular. I can't wait to get the next one. For me, right now, that's probably like Attack on Titan. This is Volume 27, the new one. So Attack on Titan is one of them. Another one that I think has a lot of substance for me would be crap. What's it called? Before the Fall, for sure, I would say is another one that goes with it. For Attack on Titan, trying to think, there's another one that comes out. But it just has a lot of stuff that keeps pulling you back in. Like, you never lose it. You always like enjoying it, and so it just keeps you kind of going. An old one for me probably with this would be like Toriko, or when I was reading Inuyasha. Well, stuff like that you can kind of rely on too. It's kind of strongly with the bread, but it's not something too crazy that that you can't. Bread's something that you enjoy, but even like the bad manga you enjoy, meat is just, it's always full of substance. Could be kind of actiony in a way. I would say probably My Love Story is a meat for me too, because of just all the stuff that's in it, and it keeps me wanting more when I'm reading it or when I read it and stuff. So just stuff like that. So next one we have is the cheese. So how many of y'all are feeling hungry by this point? So the cheese, it's stuff that's kind of out there, stuff that you guys want to kind of get into, but it's stuff that you like, in the sense that you want to get into it, you want to read it. It's something that it's not something that you want to obviously like read all the time, so it's good that it comes out kind of in cycles. And usually this is like a short series, so one that doesn't go very long. And that one, cheese usually can change. I feel like a lot of times, just kind of like sandwiches in general, where you can have like cheese bread or cheese in your meat. It kind of has two different things that goes with it. Cheese is kind of the one that's really functional with everything. So for me, because I don't think it'll last like forever. If it does, I'm sure it'll swap places, but right now I would say that Black Clover is probably the series that I consider my cheese right now. It's one that I feel like comes out enough that I enjoy, but it's still kind of out there because not a lot of people enjoy it, but it's still really good. So anyway, moving on. So the next one is vegetables, obviously. And like I said, not everybody has to have the same thing on theirs. They don't all have to have the same stuff that you like. Some people like a couple more things that are a little different. Aries, where are you at? Feeding my dog a tomato. So I don't know. He really likes tomatoes, so it's really weird. So then we have your vegetable, like I said. This one is usually something that's fresh and, something that's new, something that you really can just get into because it's new, not far along. This one kind of really doesn't have anything. It's just something that's really new that everybody's kind of talking about. For me, that one I would have to say is Black Torch. Black Torch is the one of the most freshest mangas that I have, just because obviously it is fairly new, and it's gonna end early. That's one that, like I said, could probably fit and go with like cheese or whatever. So it all kind of depends on how you view it, how you see it, how you want your stuff to be. I do have some other videos on this too. And then last but not least, something that everybody has to have, in one way or another. This is we'll just get enough on there. Your sauce, or like somebody usually tells me, sauce with a W instead of a U and stuff. Anyway, this is like your pizzazz. Obviously, anything that you put sauce on, sauce is usually the big thing for it. But yeah, like I said, it's your pizzazz. This one, I feel like for the sauce, it's something that you already instantly like, not because of other people liking it, not because of you've read reviews or whatever on it. This is something you yourself know, because most of the time it comes from another publisher, or it comes from a publisher you already know. So I'll show you the book, and then we'll get into it a little more. So my sauce right now is To Your Eternity, and up here on the top, it's by the person that does A Silent Voice. So I've read all of A Silent Voice, and like I said, that's what that one is for me. It's one that I already knew I was going to like, basically because it came from that publisher. It is really good. I really enjoy it, and there's a lot of other ones. If you like Nihei, I believe it is, his a possum series could also be fresh. It could be your vegetable, or because you've been in it before, it could be your sauce. You already know Nihei's work if you read Blam and Nuts of Sidonia and some other ones. So, you have a bunch of different stuff. And of course, we get back to the end of the method, which is the top of your sandwich. So, that's kind of all your stuff right there. That's all of it. Your meat, your cheese, your bread, your vegetable, and your sauce. And of course, you know, by that time you can sit down, you can pull out your chips, and you can pull out your drink, and you can have yourself a little snack. Because obviously you're done, and you can sit there and enjoy it just like all the manga that you currently read. So, it's one good sandwich. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. There are older videos on it. Some people have seen it before. I've never had actual making a sandwich while I was doing it. So this is kind of a first time for me and for you guys. Hopefully you guys like it. You'll get into it. And let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to try it out. I know Migs is trying it out, or has tried it out, and a couple other people have liked it, but I don't know if they've gotten into it. But this is kind of what I do all the time. Basically, because what the method is supposed to do is help you not get burnt out. It's supposed to help you not basically blow up when it's like, oh, hey, I've read too much manga, I can't do this. It's to help you kind of get focused and start going through it. Because you could jump into one thing, really enjoy it, and then it kind of lets you down. So it's kind of like a back and forth thing. But you just remember that, you jump into it. And, I mean, you could have multiple different sandwiches. You could have a vegetarian sandwich with maybe some egg on it and no cheese, but have a lot of vegetables. Or, you know, I would consider peanut butter as a protein or as a sauce almost. You know, so peanut butter jelly. I'd say vegetables could also be fruits, you know. So you got a lot of different things in there. But I hope you guys like it. Like I said, I'm your Jen Graves. Subscribe to me, all that good jazz. And let me know, like I said, what you think about it, if you tried it out. And yeah, I hope you'll make a sandwich too and enjoy it physically and figuratively. So, thanks for watching. Bye.